Big blind is $20.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, I am shaking.
Fold, I fold.
I fold.
I raise.
I win!
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Check.
The gentleman calls.
I check.
Raise!
These are real skills, my friend.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check. Ah, caramba. I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Check. Wow, I am shaking.
Turn.
I check.
Player checks. The gentleman wins $172.
Fold.
Wow, I am
Raise.
shaking. Oh, I'm doing pretty well.
I fold.
Raise. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I fold.
Look out for me.
The gentleman calls.
I check. Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $160. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop. The gentleman
Turn.
calls. The gentleman wins $1,021.
Fold.
That's it. Those chips are mine.
Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $8. The miss calls. The lady calls.
Fold.
I raise.
These are real skills.
The winner takes $418. The lady calls.
Fold, I fold.
Raise.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
I check.
I check.
Check.
River.
Raise.
Man, I'm good.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Man, I'm good.
The gentleman wins $179. The big blind is raised to $12.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The madam calls.
I check.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Check.
River.
Fold.
All in $350. The gentleman wins $695. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Oh, goodness. I am shaking.
Oh, wow. Raise.
Fold. I fold.
Flop. The gentleman calls. Turn. The gentleman wins $199.
That's a lot.
I
to
bet.
bet.
That's a lot to bet. I fold.
I fold.
Caramba. I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $105.
Fold.
Fold.
Fold. I fold. Fold. I fold.
Oh, I knew I was good.
The big blind is raised to $16.
I fold.
Raise.
Fold.
Sorry, I won.
Fold. I fold.
I fold.
Check.
The flop. Turn.
I check.
I check.
The river.
I check.
I am the winner.
Fold. Look out for me.
The gentleman calls.
Give me the chips.
The big blind is raised to $20.
I fold.
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 I check. Check.
Player checks.
I'll check.
Player checks.
Fold. I fold.
I got you.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $230. The gentleman calls. The lady calls.
Oh dear, I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
The gentleman calls.
Raise.
I fold.
The madam calls.
These are real skills.
The madam wins $759. The madam calls.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Check. Check.
Check.
Turn.
Check.
I check.
Player checks. The river.
I
Check.
Check.
Player checks.
I got you.
The gentleman wins $90. The big blind is raised to $30. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. The madam calls. The flop.
I check.
I fold.
Fold.
Check.
I check.
The river. All in $264. The gentleman wins $939. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check.
Raise.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
The river. Player checks.
Man, I'm good.
I fold.
The lady calls. The gentleman calls.
Check.
Player checks.
Check.
I check.
Player checks.
I fold.
These are real skills.
I fold.
I fold.
Caramba. I fold.
Player checks.
Check.
Turn.
I'll check.
Player checks. The river.
I'll check.
All in $111. The gentleman wins $252. The big blind is raised to $50.
Fold.
Fold.
Fold. I fold.
I raise.
I got it.
Fold. Fold. I fold.
I'm the winner.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Raise.
Sorry. I won.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
Fold.
Flop. Turn.
Ooh, I knew I was good.
Big blind is $20. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. Turn.
Check. I check.
Raise.
I fold.
All in $430. The gentleman wins $777.
I fold.
Wow, I'm shaking.
I fold.
Player checks. Flop. Player checks.
These are real skills.
Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $16.
Fold, I fold.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Raise.
I fold.
I'm doing pretty well.
Ho,
I
fold.
fold.
These are real skills.
I fold.
Look out for me.
The big blind is raised to $20.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The lady calls.
Fold.
I raise.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check.
Player checks.
I check.
Check.
Player checks.
I fold.
I fold.
I'm the winner.
Player has left the table. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
Flop.
I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $110. The lady calls.
Raise.
I fold.
These are real skills.
I fold.
Fold.
Fold. I fold.
I'm the winner.
The big blind is raised to $30.
Oh, I am shaking.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $360.
I fold.
The lady calls. The gentleman calls.
I check. Check.
Check.
Check.
I check.
Check.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman wins $795.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
Player has left the table. The big blind is raised to $50.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. I check.
Player checks.
I gotcha.
I raise, por favor.
Sorry, I won.
The miss calls. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Sorry, I won.
A new player has joined the table.
Fold.
Raise.
Hold, I fold.
Fold.
Turn.
These are real skills.
Big blind is $20. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check.
The flop.
I check.
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 River.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $460.
I fold.
Fold.
I fold.
Flop.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $70.
Fold. I fold.
I raise. I win.
I fold.
Fold.
I check.
Flop.
Raise.
I fold.
I check.
All in $430. The gentleman wins $548.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $604. The madam calls. Flop.
I raise.
Fold.
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 The gentleman wins $365.
Fold.
Fold.
That's it. Those chips are mine.
Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $16.
I raise, por favor.
I fold. I fold.
Look out for me. I fold.
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 The gentleman wins $24.
Raise.
The lady calls.
I win.
The big blind is raised to $20.
Well, I'm shaking. This is tough.
These are real skills, my friend. I knew I was good.
That's a lot to buy for.
Oh, fold.
I raise, por favor. Fold.
I fold. Well, I'm shaking. This is tough.
The gentleman calls. Flop. The gentleman calls. River.
I raise. Look out for me, man.
Oh, fold.
Fold.
Fold, I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold. I raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check.
I fold.
Raise.
All in $179. The gentleman wins $450. The big blind is raised to $30.
I fold.
I raise. I fold.
I fold.
Pardon, those chips are mine. Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
I check.
Check.
Turn.
I check.
River.
Raise. I win!
The gentleman calls. The miss calls. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
The flop.
I raise.
I fold.
Fold.
Turn.
I check.
Player checks. River.
Check. Those chips are mine.
Fold.
I knew I was good.
The big blind is raised to $50.
I win!
Split pot.
I fold.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold.
I am the winner.
Player has left the table.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I check.
The flop. Player checks.
I should have won. I'm the winner.
The gentleman calls. The madam calls. The gentleman calls.
Check. Check.
Check.
Player checks.
I check.
Check.
I check.
I raise. I'm the winner.
The big blind is raised to $100. The lady calls. All in $100.
I chip.
Check.
Chip.
I check.
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 I
I
check.
chip.
Player has
The
left
gentleman
the table. Wins $400. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check.
Turn.
I raise. Check.
Player checks. The gentleman wins $814.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Sorry, I won.
I win!
The winner takes $1,165. The big blind is raised to $150.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Give me the chips.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. River. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $2,535. The madam calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check.
Raise.
I should have won. I'm the winner. Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
The big blind is raised to $200.
Fold.
Raise. Sorry, I won.
The gentleman calls.
Check, please. Fold.
Fold.
Fold, I fold. Fold.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check, please. Fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $1,400.
I got it.
The big blind is raised to $400.
I'll check.
Player checks. Split pot. The gentleman calls. All in with $2,126. The flop. Turn. Total pot is $4,642.
Raise.
Fold, I fold.
All in with 900. The flop.
These are real skills.